Hey, so I love this session so much, and I actually just edited this one very simply with my girl, Tricia Victoria, her glow pack. I have them all, and I use each one for different occasions, but the glow pack worked so phenomenal in this. I felt like it gave it a really filmy, just really natural look to this whole session. So I just want to kind of go over my settings with you. This one was shot with my 35 millimeter Canon. I am the digital, mirrorless Canon, and it was f-stop 2.2 and 1/800th of a second and ISO 320. The sun was already going down. That's how I am able to do these laying down ones with an even light, and that is when I recommend you doing them. So I'm going to just kind of scroll over the glows over them. So glow 1, glow 2, glow 3, glow 4, and glow 5. I think I'm going to go with glow 1 just because I like what it did to the greens, because they're laying in the grass and the greens. And I don't want to really take away from that natural aspect of it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to throw a radial filter on. Just them. I'm going to invert it quick. I'm going to drop the highlights a little bit just so it's not blown out. I'm going to sharpen them a little bit. Maybe bring in a little saturation just to kind of give their skin a little bit of a glow. Up their shadows. I'm done with that. And then I can go in here with a little brush. I'm going to down the highlights. Think up clarity a little bit. I just kind of want to paint on the details, like right here, their hair. I think that was like one of the best things about this shot was getting a little mops of head. And then what I would do from here is run it in portraiture if I wanted to. Let's see. I will go put it in portraiture. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can kind of see. So this is the before and this is the after on the side. If I click, you can kind of see. Their skin's already pretty smooth, but this will just kind of give like a little polishing touch. Gonna press OK, and it's gonna put it back over here. Love it. Okay, move on to the first one. Okay, so this is again straight out of camera, 35, 2.2. ISO was lower at 250 because this was when the sun was obviously still high. You see it right here. And 1/1000th of a second. Let's throw. I love what the greens look like with glow 1. Too yellow for that one. I do like the contrast of this one. I think I'm going to go with 1. And then bring down highlights a little bit more. And then I'm going to, since it's a little bit blown out up here too, I'm going to down the highlights, up the contrast, and maybe down the shadow just a little bit. Just kind of bring this into focus. Not too much. And then clarity a little bit. Same thing, I'm going to do another brush. Just kind of brush it on them. And I kind of like the haziness that it kind of gives back here, but if you kind of wanted to mess with that a little bit, put a graduated filter on and just kind of, if it was too blown out for you, or what, just mess with that. Done. So before and after with the glow pack. Same thing with this one. I'll reset it. Okay, so this is the 35, 2.5, 1/1600th of a second, and ISO 250. I liked glow 5 on this one. So it's a little bit bright, and all I really did was just bring down the exposure. Maybe a little bit of the yellow off to not have it so orange, because the sun was hitting them directly. So of course it's going to give them that orange glow. And then I can do the radial filter on them, invert it so that it only messes with what's in there in the red. Okay. I'm going to bring down the highlights a little bit, up the blacks, and up the sharpness. And then again, if I want to throw this into portraiture and make it smoother, I'm going to leave the grain just because it has that film edit. And that's what I really kind of want to keep. So the glow pack works so well with these, with the look that I was really going for, with all the sun, the haze. I mean, it's like just perfect. Didn't really have to do much. It completely complemented the look I wanted. So another shadow, a little bit of whites. Brush on her and a little clarity. And a little pouty Brecca. I'm going to bring him back in the focus a little bit. But yeah, so Glow Pack by Tricia Victoria. I'll link it. Loved it for this session so much.